Good morning, guys. So my day has already been eventful. Oh, the sun right in my eyes. So I was about probably 8 minutes away from dropping off the baby with my mother-in-law, and Aisa calls me and says that her car won't start. So I'm like, okay, well, like, our neighbor across the street was out in his front yard, so I was like, maybe see if he has jumper cables so I don't have to drive all the way back. Turns out he doesn't. I don't have jumper cables, so I called my dad. He had some. So after I dropped the baby off, I stopped at his house, grabbed the jumper cables, and I just came and jumped Aisa. And when I got there to look at it, she doesn't know what she's looking at, nothing. I got in a car accident, went in her car probably a couple months ago now, and the front end kind of had to be redone on it. And the hood, when I went to pop the hood open, it didn't even move. And like there was no tension behind the lever. Like it was almost like it was not connected. So then we get it open by just like kind of wiggling it around, trying to mess with it. And when they did the work, now I'm gonna have to call and figure this out. When they did the work on the front end of the car, they installed like a plastic that goes, just inside that front lip. And it goes around the little prongs that hold your car hood down, and there's not enough space for the hooks to move, like it's rubbing up against the plastic, so it can't open it. Like there's not enough force for it to open. So I'm gonna have to get that figured out now, and see, like, get the actual correct part installed in that area so that it works properly. But anyways, then I open the hood, we get it open, and the negative terminal is just not attached. It's like super loose. You can like wiggle it and move it all around. So I just tightened that back up and then it started. So I used to learn a lesson today about checking her battery terminals. It could have saved me about 40 minutes this morning, just drive time, if not an hour, because it is now 8 o'clock and I'm just getting my day started, and I have to. What's even more ironic in this situation is that the house that we're going to today is like 5 minutes from my in-laws' house. So I would have been there to the job site probably by 7:10 at the latest because of how close it is. But it is what it is. Starting my walk off around this house. Down the front of this house, the stucco is cracked super bad. So we're definitely gonna make note of that. Just kind of be a little careful in that area that we don't break off the wall. show you something, and I just want to preface this with saying I'm the one doing the first final cleanup on this house, because this is a lot more nails than even I was expecting. I'm gonna pass a magnet now really good. I've just done, this is just one side of the house. I still need to do the other side of the house in the front. But this is just gives you an idea. So this has not had a cleanup done by the crew. It was pouring down rain last night when they were finishing up, so they just didn't get around to doing a final cleanup. They're coming this morning to do it. I just beat them here, but take a look at this. Just an idea for size. That's my hand in comparison. Yeah, it's a lot of nails, that's for certain. But like I said, the guys are a few minutes out and they're gonna pass a magnet with me as well, so we'll get this really cleaned up really good. It is very hot out this afternoon. I'm like literally, I'm dripping in sweat everywhere. But this is the final nail haul at this house. Like I said before, it's definitely quite a bit more than we ever want to see. I mean, the most I ever want to see is like maybe 10 or 15. But the guys did finish in the pouring down rain last night. They actually just pulled in maybe a couple minutes ago to magnet and clean up the house as well after I finished, so it's definitely a lot, but it'll get cleaned again and we'll be good. It is hot. Let's get the truck started, cooling off while we fly the drone. just left out of the office for the day. I had lunch with Josh, and then I went back to the office. Well, actually, I went to storage. I dropped off a 2-story ladder, and then I went up to, got some flying around the truck. I went up to the office to schedule a couple jobs, and then now I'm on my way to get the baby. But it's starting to look very dark outside, so we had some really bad storms last night. So it looks like we may have some here shortly. It's getting pretty dark out. She loves her mommy so much. This water bottle was in the car. It was about to downpour, so I was trying to rush and get the baby inside. So we just gave her this water with her dinner, and she thinks it's a water park now. She shakes it knowing the water comes out of the top, and she's soaking wet. And then look at her food mess that she made all over the table. Okay, girl, get it. You're so silly. Come here. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to wrap up the video for today. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you do, please do me a favor and leave a like, rating, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Actually pretty bright and early. Viviana has a doctor's appointment at 9 to check her iron levels, which we really want to hear. So I will see you bright and early in the morning. Have a good night, guys. Bye.